My people, what it do? It's your boy, Reggie, with the light. Welcome to another episode of Narrowminded, where I come to give you inspiration, motivation, encouragement, empowerment, and a whole bunch of light. And I also talk about topics and subjects that I think are important to me. And today's topic, I want to talk about the post. What is the post? What are the feelings, my people? What are y'all feelings? How do you feel? What do you think about the outcome of the George Floyd and the Derek Chauvin case? Of course, I'm sure you guys already know Derek Chauvin was found guilty on 3 charges. I think one was second degree manslaughter and 2 other charges. I'm not sure what the other two were, but 3 charges he was found guilty by a jury. And and so I want to really know what the pulse of the black community is. What is the pulse of black people all over the world? How do we feel? How should we feel about this situation? I mean, a lot of people were celebrating. A lot of people were posting things on social media. And a lot of celebrities and stars was tweeting and going on Instagram, leaving posts saying, accountability and things like that. And people were celebrating and things like that. And, so I just want to really know how, we feel because I know how I feel, and how I feel is like, I didn't really see no point in celebrating, because at the end of the day, this is what is supposed to happen. If you commit a crime, if you commit a murder, if you murder somebody, if you kill somebody, you're supposed to go to jail. That's what we got the justice system for, to send people to jail who kill people. You know what I'm saying? So, I really didn't see no point in celebrating. And at the same time, don't get me wrong, yes, I'm very happy that this man was found guilty. But, we got to see this thing all the way through. He still has to get sentenced. What is this sentence going to be like? Is this going to be 20 years reduced to 10 years? Is this going to be 10 years reduced to 5 years? Like, we still got to wait till this man gets sentenced. So in my opinion, I celebrating, I really didn't see no point in celebrating, and one of my favorite people, Shannon Sharp, Uncle Shay, I was watching Undisputed today, and he was saying this is like throwing a pebble into a beach. Yes, this family got some sort of justice, and it was a shame that we all had to hold our breath to see what would be the outcome. Will they allow this man to get off like they have done so many other times? Will they smack us in the face again? Will they continue to keep their knee on our neck through the justice system as well by not convicting these murderers who kill unarmed, innocent black men and women and get away with it because they have the license to kill? They have the badge to kill. They have the right to kill. They have the right to play God, and 9 times out of 10, they're playing God with black men and women. This doesn't happen in, the no other community as much as it happens in the black community. I understand the recent discrimination that the Asian community has been experiencing, but come on, we have it's nothing compared to what we have been experiencing in America, the United States of America, or whatever you want to call it. So, Shannon Sharp, like it's like throwing a pebble in the ocean. It's so many injustices. It's so many. The system is so broken. I mean, well, it's not broken. It was made like this. This is how the system was made, so it's not broken, but the system is not right. It's not broken because they created the system to be like this. They created the systematic racism. They created the police system to police black people and keep them in their place and keep them in the hoods and keep them in the ghettos and arrest them and send them to jail and use them for cheap labor and take away their rights so they can't vote and, kill them and, disregard their life as if they don't mean anything. This system was built to do that, so, like Shannon Sharp said, it's so many injustices. Like, what about all the other, black men and women who were killed, who were unarmed, who were innocent, just not doing anything? Are y'all gonna go back and overturn those convictions and get and convict those police officers and make sure you give them the correct punishment that fits the crime? And it's a shame because I'm peeping stuff. Like I was listening to Nancy Pelosi talk. She's talking about something to the effects of George Floyd sacrificed his life for justice for all. I'm like, what? George Floyd sacrificed his life for justice for all? What? George Floyd didn't sacrifice his life. George Floyd was killed. He wasn't like, yeah, I'm gonna sacrifice my life so they can finally convict a police officer and act like they're doing something and throwing us a bone when they really not throwing us anything. So he didn't sacrifice his life. He didn't wake up that morning and say, I'm gonna sacrifice my life, to start some type of, revolution. That's not what he woke up thinking that it was going to be a normal day. He was killed. He didn't sacrifice his life. Martin Luther King sacrificed his life. Malcolm X sacrificed their life. They knew it was a chance that they'd be killed for trying to improve the lives of black men and women all over the world and give us some type of foundation and give us some type of self-respect and give us some type of, some type of hope, and try to reform us and get and mobilize us and organize us so we can start to take care of ourselves and have and pull ourselves up from the bottom pretty much. So a lot, and I'm not to the family of George Floyd, I'm sure that, they're happy. It's bittersweet, they're not gonna get him back, so, it's bittersweet, but, he didn't sacrifice his life for this. Like, this is what, he wasn't trying to do this. He was just trying to mind his business. And then some dude wanna come and put his knee on his neck for 10 minutes for no reason, but I don't know how y'all feel. I know a lot of people are happy. I know a lot of people, was celebrating. And I'm not saying that's wrong to celebrate and you shouldn't celebrate. But what I'm saying is, don't take your foot off their neck. Like, don't take your foot off the Democrats' neck. Don't let them say, well, we did, convict Derek Chauvin. You were supposed to convict him. He killed somebody. If I go out here and kill somebody, I'm going to jail. It won't even take a jury of 12 people. They're going to send me to jail. No trial, no nothing. Just send me to jail. You're going to jail. Life. You know what I'm saying? or the maximum penalty. Or if I was a real killer, they might put me out on the street so I can kill more black people. They do that too. They lock up snitches and drug dealers and killers and let them out back on the street just to continue the destruction that they was already doing in the black community, and then when they use them up, they send them to jail or they kill them or whatever, use them as disposable, whatever, and so, should we be happy? Should we celebrate this? No, in my opinion, we shouldn't be happy. We should, of course, be relieved. I should say we should be relieved. We should be relieved. But at the end of the day, we need policy changes. We need policy changes. You know, we need reform, real reform. We need laws. We need legislation passed at the state level and the federal level that if a police kills an unarmed human being, they have to do mandatory time and their pension is taken away. That's the type of law that then we can say, okay, now we're starting somewhere. And then while you're at it, cut the check. I need my money. I need my money. I need my reparations. That's what my ancestors tell me to tell y'all. Cut the check. Stop trying to avoid the check. We need our money. No, I'm not satisfied with this. Derek Chauvin killed an innocent man. He deserved to be found guilty. He deserved to go to jail. It's a shame that we had to be on the edge of our seats. People in Minnesota ready to tear some shit up. They was ready to tear some shit up. Y'all know some shit was going to get tore up. Some shit definitely was going to get tore up. It was going to be the same shit every single time. They finna tear some shit up. You know, so, and I don't blame them for tearing shit up. Tear the shit up. You know, but at the end of the day, no, we shouldn't be happy. We got to continue to put the pressure on these people. Matter of fact, somebody is dying right now. An unarmed, innocent black person is dying as we speak right now at the hands of another white police officer. Right now as we speak. And we're going to hear about it. Matter of fact, I got a story for y'all. Matter of fact, you know, Tuesday, just this Tuesday, April the 20th, a young black 16-year-old girl, Ma'Khia, I hope I'm pronouncing her name right, Ma'Khia Bryant, was a victim of another police killing. A white officer by the name of Nicholas Reardon, his last name is spelled Reardon. You know what I'm saying? A young black 16-year-old girl, Ma'Khia Bryant, was a victim of another police killing. A white officer by the name of Nicholas Reardon. This took place in Columbus, Ohio, just this Tuesday, April the 20th. And what they're saying is the police was responding to a fight between some young girls. And this took place in broad daylight. This took place around 4:30 p.m. And what they're saying is the first officer got out of the patrol car and approached the fight, and seconds later opened fire. The young lady who was shot and killed was a foster child. So listen to this now. This just happened. Derek Chauvin was found guilty, and here we go again. Another young black person being killed at the hands of another white police officer. And to give you more details on the story, they said the young black girl had a knife, I guess, and she was fighting two other black girls or whatever, or two other girls. I don't know if they were black or whatever, but it was her, and she was fighting two other girls, right? And there was other people standing around. So, you know, come on, man. You just come in there, soon as you get out the car, you go to the fight, and then as soon as you see a girl, a 16-year-old girl with a knife, you just go. They say he shot 4 times. Come on, man. Like, should we be satisfied? Hell no, we shouldn't be satisfied. Like, no, we shouldn't be satisfied. It's a lot of shit that we shouldn't be satisfied about. This is not a cookie. I don't want a cookie. Derek Chauvin deserved to go to jail. He's a murderer. I don't want a cookie. And who knows if he even goes to jail? Who knows where they send this dude at, man? I don't believe they even send these people to jail, because I believe they the ones who send these people to do it in the first place. But that's just me with my conspiracy theory ass. But at the end of the day, I don't believe they even be sending these people to jail that be doing this shit, that be committing these crimes. Because I believe that this shit is all set up. You know what I'm saying? Just like when Nancy Pelosi talking about George Floyd sacrificed his life for justice for all. Like, what the fuck? Like, so y'all knew something, that y'all knew this was gonna happen or something? Like, come on, man. Come on, man. But at the end of the day, you know, if you out there celebrating, I'm not mad at you, do your thing, you know. I mean, it's a sigh of relief. It could have went the other way. We still got to see what they're gonna sentence him with. You know, I was listening to Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith was talking about how instead of them, because he got convicted, he was found guilty on 3 charges, right? But how they did it was they made it concurrent instead of individual. So since they made it concurrent, those, even though he was found guilty on 3 charges, it's just gonna count as 1 charge for the sentencing. So it's little shit that they're doing that I'm telling you, man, wait till the sentencing. You know, but you know, to the George Floyd family, you know, I'm glad that, you know, you got a little bit, I know it was bittersweet, but to the black community, you know, should we be optimistic about this? You know, they're saying George Floyd sacrificed his life. They're trying to throw this little bone, give us a little cookie. No, you know, Colin Kaepernick sacrificed his life. You know, he sacrificed his whole career to talk about situations like George Floyd, and he's never been able to go back and play in the NFL again. And you know, people don't understand how hard it is to play in the professional, to be a professional athlete, to make it to the NFL or the NBA or the Major League Baseball, whatever type of professional league it is. You have to pretty much be doing it since you was a child and practicing and you know, being injured, being hurt, and giving up your free time and putting in the work, because everybody want to be a professional athlete. So this man has worked hard his entire life. This was his dream. He finally got there, and he stood up for something that, you know, that was noble, that was just, that was, you know, needed, that was desperately needed, because people was turning a blind eye to it. Not the black community, but we all know who was turning a blind eye to it. And then they made it out of a military thing. They made it out of a military thing, and it was just a distraction, but we all know what it is. I ain't got to go back down that road again. But he sacrificed his life. Man, listen. But, you know, I don't know. That's just my narrow-minded opinion. You know, I'm not satisfied. You know, I'm not, you know, until laws and legislation get passed where this happens and mandatory sentencing happens for killing an unarmed person, then that's when we can start. Then that's when building blocks. But we really need to start talking about that reparation, because, you know, I need my money. You know what I'm saying? I need my money. I need an apology. I need my money. I need to not pay no taxes. I need free education. I need it all. Give me everything. You owe me everything. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, it's your boy Reggie with the Light. Thank you for watching another episode of Narrowminded, where I come to give you inspiration, motivation, encouragement, empowerment, and a whole bunch of light. I'm out.